tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
For most of my life with self-improvement, I always half-assed it. I didn't take it seriously. One moment, I'm rising up and up and up, and the next, I'm falling down and down and down. It was an endless cycle of torture, one that I've made for myself because I always kept pushing off change. And when I remembered this quote from Apollo Creed, I knew I fucked up. I knew that the things that I was saying to myself, all of these excuses of someday, like maybe in the future, or maybe tomorrow I'll be able to, all of that was just an excuse that I've made because I was afraid. I was afraid to face that discomfort. I was afraid to make that decision to actually lock in and do what I'm supposed to and actually accomplish my goals instead of thinking about the future, thinking about making a change in the future. And I think this is a problem that a lot of us guys face when trying to make that change happen. Because of that discomfort that we face, because of that pain of making that commitment, of making that change, because you don't just magically lock in and for the rest of your life you're just that person. No, you have to keep making that constant decision. You have to keep making a constant decision for consistent change. Like you can't just one day say you've locked in and for the rest of your life you're now locked in. You're no longer gonna like fucking fall off. You're not gonna to like fall off the bandwagon, like get stuck in a rut anymore. Like that doesn't happen. The main problem is that commitment. And this quote made me understand something very important that you need to hear. A lot of us tend to overthink the future. A lot of us tend to think about what's going to happen and what has already happened, the past. We like to put ourselves under those two frames of perspectives. Yet, what I found to be honestly the better option, what I found to be what truly made the most sense to me, was thinking about right now. When you overthink about the future, you think maybe someday you'll be able to make those changes in your life, that maybe tomorrow you'll be able to do it, maybe next week you'll be able to solve that problem. And when you ruminate about the past, you destroy your mind with all of those mistakes that you've made, with all of those problems that you faced and fucked up with. And all in all, both of those perspectives lead to a pretty shitty fucking life. So now, let's destroy both of those perspectives and instead focus on the one perspective that truly matters. Like the one perspective that really makes the fucking difference with change. And that's right now. That's this moment right here. This moment where you're watching this video right now. This moment that you're currently living is the most important thing to focus on. The most important aspect out of all three of those perspectives to focus on. The present. This moment that you're currently living and that decision you're making in that moment. You see, we have full control over our actions. As much as your brain tries to fucking convince you that it's not true, as much as you're being brainwashed to think that that's not the case, we have 100% control over our actions. Your brain just doesn't like to make you think that way. And when you're living, or you're focusing on living in that present moment, like in this present moment, and choosing the decision that you want that's going to lead to your overall progress, your overall growth, that's you making that decision. And at the same time, when you're living this present moment and you're choosing to be a bitch, you're choosing to indulge in your instant gratifications, your bad habits, when you're choosing to wank your dick off, that's you listening and being shackled by your brain's influence. when you allow your brain to take control, you will never fucking win. When you don't make that commitment, when you allow your brain to steer your life for you, that's you letting reality walk over you, letting yourself go and just not make anything happen, not make any commitments that will truly make a significant change in your life and make a significant difference. And if we're being honest, that's your fucking fault. If we're being honest, if you truly wanted to make that change in your life, you'd do something about it. Yet here you are right now without anything to fucking show for. Here you are right now without any sliver of progress with any single one of your endeavors. Here you are choosing to make these excuses to maybe someday make that change instead of grabbing life by the fucking balls and saying no, to not listen to the shit that your brain is trying to report, to not listen to the shit that your brain is trying to make you do, and instead take back control of your life and do something about it. And if you're still waiting to make that change, if you're still trying to make that excuse of maybe later you'll do it, then fuck you. Fuck you if you think that would make change happen for you. Fuck you if you think you're just somehow magically gonna be different. No, you'll never change if you let it happen. If you'll never change if you let yourself go. You'll never change if you let your brain do the talking, if you let your brain do the decision making. What Apollo Creed teaches us is that right now is all that truly matters. Forget about the past. Forget about the mistakes that you've made. Forget about all those times that you've jerked your dick off, all those hours that you fucked with your brain, all those hours that you spent like being sleep deprived. Forget about every single one of your mistakes and just see yourself right now. See yourself in this present moment. See yourself in what you're currently doing. This moment right here is all that matters. This moment and what you're deciding to do in this moment is all that matters. From the moment you wake up, time doesn't exist. What only really matters is that when you woke up, what did you decide to do in that moment? Did you decide to go get your phone, to check socials, to go fucking scroll on YouTube, to fucking lock your fucking door and wank your dick off, like wanking your dick off, rather than making the decision to wake up and do some work, rather than making the decision to wake up, to maybe meditate, to maybe read a book, to do something productive with your life instead of wasting it away? What you decide in that moment is entirely your fault, and it's entirely your responsibility. That's what Apollo Creed teaches us. And when you push off change, that's you choosing that at this moment you'd rather be a bitch. That's you choosing that at this moment you'd rather be a fucking faggot. You'd rather be a fucking pussy. You'd rather just rest on your laurels and not do anything, to just live in comfort land and just not make any commitments to change whatsoever. You'll never win with that mentality. You'll never win if all you're doing is a half-assed decision for change. If all you're doing is half-assing your growth, your progress, your change. If you're not making that commitment, if you're not making a fucking effort, if you're not at the very fucking least feeling ashamed of yourself, of the thing that you're doing, if you'd rather distract yourself from reality, if you'd rather just destroy your own ambitions, then be my guest. Change is earned. And if you're not going to do the work to fucking earn it, then you deserve to be a loser. You deserve to be a bitch for all your life. You deserve to be a faggot. You deserve everything that you're doing. You deserve everything that you have right now because you didn't make that change, because you didn't make that commitment. You deserve everything that you have right now. That was me 5 years ago. That was me all those years ago when I wanted to achieve my goals, when I wanted to be a YouTuber. And all the time that I spent was just procrastinating and flirting with that idea, just procrastinating and pushing it off again and again and again until I never did it. For 5 fucking years I didn't do anything. For 5 fucking years I never made any commitment to change. So if you'd rather live that life, if you'd rather be a fucking loser, then go ahead. But if you actually want change, if you actually don't want to rest on your laurels, if you actually want to do something with your life, then at the very least, try to take action. At the very least, feel ashamed of when you're doing something bad and you know you're doing something bad. Feel ashamed about it. Recognize it. Recognize that you're doing something wrong and you want to get out of it. Just that is good. Just having those thoughts, just having that shame that you're feeling is good. It's at least a step forward. Then this bitchery of choosing nothing and being nothing. Remember, what truly matters isn't the past. It isn't the future. It isn't what you did back then. It isn't what you're trying to accomplish in the future. It's right now and the decision that you make in this moment. If you found this video helpful anyway, then you might want to check out the top link in the description. It's a consistency community where I basically go and teach lessons like this, as well as give you specific lessons for whatever problem that you're dealing with, because I've spent a pretty long time, like 5 years, struggling with consistency, and for the past 10 months I've just been working on myself, been grinding away at it, and bit by bit I'm making improvements, and the improvements that I'm making has reached like a pretty substantial level to where I can help you out, because I have spent like just hundreds and hundreds of times quitting, resting on my laurels, like never truly making a commitment with my life. And I've destroyed that. Like I've destroyed those excuses, and I've finally just created that change for myself. Like I've finally just made that change happen continuously. Like having that commitment, be who I am. So go check it out. It's in the top link in the description. Besides that, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below so that more people get pushed out these videos. And yeah, see you in the video. Keep moving forward no matter how hopeless it seems. Bye-bye.